of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome everyone to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese. Little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy.
He's got it all right. Touchdown, Colorado State. First score of the game goes up. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message.
Let's send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. Wide open spaces. Past the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Rams! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there to this team.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had
execution there. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Colorado State!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't
on third and short. Dropping back, it's Barber. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And they'll take a knee.
Well, they start 2-0, and you really got to like what you're seeing from this football team so far. Yeah, it hasn't been perfect, but they've got a lot of playmakers. They've recruited well. That's showing up on the field, and they're playing smart. They're establishing an identity. Teams better watch out for these guys this season.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff...
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many deep...
Have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick step and go. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position.
Fires one high and deep. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State!
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
To the air, it's Hoover. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice shot by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home.
Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They'll try the run. Spins away from the defense. He's loose down the left side. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Ohio State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
So long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. From the 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
He got the ball. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Wolverines! He would not be denied.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed.
Double checking to make sure. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility.
Make sure everyone has the same call. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Michigan. Fit it in the window for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Yard, it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This
line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Rides to back on the option to give. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your...
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one was played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. After that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out fast. Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off.
Game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
13-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns.
Goal. Working that left side now. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. But they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. And you can see why so many...
Didn't take them long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Wide out trying to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands to give them a first and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer
on offense. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation. Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from sneaks into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Last time, let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass, it's Lagway. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Florida! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them bad.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players.
That throw and catch. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure. Turning it on! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want to.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad from the American, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
Your playmakers in space get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Play like that. Now they're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll toss it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
Symbol for we have this thing in hand. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start.
A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Give him 6. Touchdown, Irish!
And you got to give the offensive line all the credit for that one. The QB had over 5 seconds to find his open target down the field. Great job up front in pass protection for that touchdown play.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Badgers! The defense putting points on the board.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. And this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the...
It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. First and goal, handoff. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. The field goal is good. And that puts them back on top.
Wow, you talking about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way.
Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Can't get it away. The defense has got away. Huge stop at the stage of the game. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Oh, they cannot. 4th down. Out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Fires it on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch down football. And brings up a 3rd down. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. It's a 5-point game. They need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. They bring him down to the drop in the fourth quarter. Of course, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Maybe the last shot here. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. And when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been